want him to do. He put his body through a lot this year to be there for us. Shannon, I'm going to go out on a crazy limb here and assume you agree 1,000% with Bazemore.
I agree 100,000%. I think the thing is, Skip, as an athlete, as a great athlete, which LeBron is, and a historically all-time great player, you don't get compared to other athletes at that same age. You get compared to a younger LeBron James. So a 37-year-old, he's like, we've never seen a 37-year-old play like this. But LeBron James doesn't get compared to other 37-year-olds. He get compared to 27-year-old LeBron. He get compared to 30-year-old LeBron, 25-year-old LeBron. And people are like, well, LeBron can still do offensively. Can he do it for the long stretches? No. Can he do it at both ends? No. He can, steal the ball. He can play. He still can chase down. But can he sit in the chair like he once could for 37, 38 minutes and give you 35, 40 on one end while limiting the other guy on the other end? No, he can no longer do that. But I don't really know what else they expected LeBron James to do. And it seems like when things don't work out with an organization or it's LeBron, nobody else gets blamed. We know Kyrie Irving said, hey, he's looking forward to sitting down with Joe and Sean and he and KD, see what direction they're going to take the organization in. Nobody said a word about those guys on that roster and it not working, blaming KD or Kyrie. But anytime something doesn't work, they say, oh, that's LeBron. LeBron didn't cause Russ to shoot the ball like that. LeBron didn't cause these guys to get older as they sat on the bench. So when guys don't play well, it's somehow, well, LeBron wanted them. Yes, LeBron wanted them to play well. He didn't know they were going to play like that. All he can do is uphold his end of the bargain. I think 38-6 is holding up his end of the bargain. Yes, he was injured for 26 games. AD missed over half the season. But I don't really know what else LeBron could have done.
By the way, Kent Bazemore, what do you expect him to say? He's trying to talk GM LeBron into bringing him back.
Nah, he ain't coming back.
Not?
No,
Oh, well, then
no.
he should have said something honest about LeBron, right?
He was honest.
Oh, okay. I don't know about that. To me, LeBron James, over the expanse of his career, has been the most overprotected and under-criticized superstar I have ever
Under-criticized? Skip, nobody believes that. He's been the most criticized.
So just quickly running back through his career, how can you defend games 4, 5, and 6 in 2010 against Boston, that first go-around in Cleveland, when his owner accused him of quitting and somebody from his inner circle said that he had to be sedated in games 4, 5, and 6? Everybody bought that and ran with it.
Nobody bought that, Skip.
Okay, well, I
You
never
keep
heard
bringing it up.
about it. Well, I bring it up because it just came and went. And then how do you defend games 4, 5, and 6, that meltdown against Dallas in the finals? I mean, that's just impossible to defend. And then how can you defend the last 3 minutes of regulation of Game 6 in 2013? He just completely unraveled, had 3 turnovers in the last 3 minutes.
So I want to get you on record. I want to get you on record here.
Wow.
You're saying LeBron James, in the history of professional sports, is the least criticized professional athlete of all time.
Yep.
Man, stop.
And then here we go again. In 2014, he gets blown off the floor in the finals by a record finals margin. I dare anybody to go back and look at the tapes of games 3 and 4 in Miami and tell me what you don't see from LeBron James, because it was 1-1 going back. And that happened. 5 games.
Tell the people what happened. That the Spurs shot a historic percentage from the floor. So LeBron's supposed to, you see what you do? When LeBron loses, it's LeBron.
Is he that guy or not?
Hold on, whoa. No, don't do that. Don't do that, because we just saw a guy get swept. The only team to get swept in the playoffs. Don't do that. This is what I don't understand. When LeBron James loses, it's LeBron. But when they win, it's the team. Somebody saved him. Well, what happened? Were there nobody out there? It was just LeBron by himself?
LeBron LeBricked the tying 3, long rebound to Chris Bosh, kick to corner. Ray Allen saved his legacy.
So we're not doing.
He should have 7 finals.
We're not doing anything about the 16 points that he scored in the fourth when they were down by 10. So where does that rank?
He had 2 turnovers in the last minute of that game. 2 in the last minute.
Okay, who took the overtime over? Who took the overtime over?
Everybody took over after that, because my team got shot in the heart by Ray Allen, couldn't get up off the floor.
And what happened in Game 7?
It was just a walkover. It was just my team couldn't even show up. They should have just flown home on Southwest Airlines. Flown home to San Antonio.
You know good and well, no athlete has been criticized.
2018, Game 1 at Golden State. How did he get let off the hook by what happened at the end of the game. He should have just taken the shot. He passes it. The free throw gets missed. JR loses his mind, but then LeBron just quits on his team in overtime. Just wouldn't even take a shot.
Is that what happened last year in overtime in Game 7? The guy quit because he was over? Did he quit? Did he quit? I'm just asking a simple question.
LeBron bleeping James.
But the best player on the planet, he went 0 of 6. Did he quit?
No, he just ran out of gas because even you told me it was 1-on-5 against the eventual champions.
So what was LeBron James in 2018?
2018?
Yes.
Oh, come on. He had all kinds of help in 2018.
So what player, I just want to know what player he had. What player he had?
Oh, he didn't need any help because up to that point, what he scored like 45,
now he didn't.
48?
So now he didn't need any help.
Well, okay. So now let's go to this year. Let's fast forward, shall we? I got 15 games this year that LeBron should have closed and didn't. And if you could have just closed 8 of them, maybe you make the playoffs. You know, you didn't even make the playoffs because only Indiana was worse than the Lakers in late and close situations.
Yes.
Okay? Only Indiana. Well, whose fault is that? Well, it's got to start with the king, quote-unquote king, right?
So is that why you was in the play-in tournament?
Well, by the way, the king led the league in shot attempts.
Okay.
He should have led the league in scoring, but he said, no, I don't want to do that. Because
but see, he led the league in shot attempts. If LeBron wasn't going to shoot the ball, how the hell were they going to score?
Okay. So LeBron, now chasing Kareem, took the 15th most three-point shots this past regular season, the 15th most in the league. That's top 20 in three-point attempts. He made 35.9% of those 15th highest attempts. 35.9, that ranked 93rd in the league. 93rd, so that's in the bottom third of the league.
But hold on. The guy had as many attempts at the basket, at the rim, as Joel Embiid, but only shot a fifth of the attempts. So he's saying, well, if you're not going to call it to me, I'm not going to go in there and take that beating. If I'm not going to get the foul call, I'll just stand out here.
So he resorts to more and more threes. He did have his career high the previous year of 6.2, and all of a sudden it goes all the way up to 8 this year.
So let me ask you a question.
Really?
Do you, if Giannis wasn't getting the foul calls, do you still think he would go barreling in there if he wasn't getting foul calls?
I don't really care about Giannis because we're talking about the overprotected LeBron James,
nobody
who you say is the most criticized athlete. Everybody believes that.
Let me ask you a question. Name the columnist, name the debate, name the person that criticized Michael Jordan, that criticized Larry, that criticized Magic like you do, just you. Now, I'm not talking about the social media, how everybody is an analyst now. Name the one person that criticized those guys like you do LeBron.
They were beyond criticism. Well, they were. They just were. He went 6-0 in the finals with 6 MVPs.
Hold on.
We've never seen anything like him.
So what about
who can criticize that?
Okay, before he
what door could open?
Hold on. So before he went 6-0, how many playoffs? How many finals did he win before he went 6-0?
Well, by the way, we're talking about LeBron James here. Why do so many people criticize him? You say, I'm the only one, but it seems like about half the world criticizes him because he is so criticizable. He has so many holes in his game.
Mere fact.
He is a below-average shooter. He is a below-average free throw shooter, and you dare to call him the GOAT?
And somehow, think about what you just said. Somehow he's below average in all these categories, but he's about to be standing on the top of the mountain.
It's called longevity.
So is that what Tom Brady's doing? So all them yards he got is longevity, huh? All them touchdown passes he got.
Brady's going to finish with 8 Super Bowls. 8 Super Bowls?
So who's to say LeBron is not going to finish with 5 or 6 championships?
Well, you want to bet on that?
You want to bet on that?
Okay, I'll bet you 100 cases that Brady will win a championship and LeBron won't.
Bet it.
Okay?
100 cases.
Thank you.
100 cases. Just like that. Now you're going to be in the rear. Now I'm going to be up.
Okay? Done. I got it. Thank you.
But see, the reason why they criticize LeBron,
I'm writing it all down, gentlemen.
Everybody criticizes. The greater you are, the more you criticize.
I'm scared of those Lakers next year. Whew.
You will be. Wait till you see what we get. We got something brewing.
Oh, do you?
All right, gentlemen. Speaking